Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Airboy, and I'm back doing another FanBoyAaron review. And today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Armada Universe Starscream. And prior to you, before we look at him, we will look at his box. Mine got a little wrecked on the way here, but you know it's perfectly fine. You can still get the gist of the box. There's Starscream in his jet mode. On this side of the box, we have Starscream in his robot mode. Very lovely artwork. This side, some more lovely artwork. In the back of the box, you got your product shots. And a QR code. I don't know. I really don't know what those are for, to be perfectly honest. And I genuinely don't care. Alright, moving on. Here we have Starscream as he appeared in the Armada series. Personally, I don't really care for the Unicron trilogy. However, I do like a lot of the robot designs, particularly for Optimus, Jetfire, and Starscream. And the Armada version of Starscream is easily one of the better ones from the Unicron trilogy. I absolutely love how this looks. Like, is it an Earth jet, a Cybertronian jet? It could easily pass for both. Here we are. A nice closer look at the molded. I like the dark metallic blue they use for the windshield there. Got your Decepticon logos. I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but, you know, it don't look too bad. I used to have the old Generations Thrilling 30 Starscream based on the Armada design, but I don't have that thing anymore, unfortunately. There's no landing gear, so he doesn't roll, which is a shame. And for comparison, here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime. So you can see how that looks. And here he is next to Earthrise Starscream. So you can get a sense of what the Armada looks like next to the Generation style, or G1 style. And yeah, this one's bulkier, but I do favor this one. Now, as far as accessories go, he comes with two swords. He comes with this blue sword. I believe it's the Unicron trilogy take on the Star Saber. I don't recall the significance. Again, I don't know anything about the Unicron trilogy. It kind of looks like a little vehicle. And he also comes with this sword, which I believe originally was part of his wing, but that's not the case with this one. Like, as far as I can tell, there's no way to store it on the wing to make it look natural. And you can store both these weapons on him. There's ports on the side of his arms. You can plug them there if you want to, or you can plug them underneath the wings, like that. And it's not perfect, but, you know, it's storage. These weapons aren't the best, and I know it wouldn't be, like, traditional for this particular take on Starscream, but I'll probably just slap some guns on him or something. Speaking of guns, these bits here serve as shoulder cannons in his robot mode, but I'm going to show them off in the vehicle mode, too. Now, they can sit like that, or you can totally flip them around so they're facing forward. And they are compatible with blast effects parts, so you can just take a couple, plug them in there, make it look like he's shooting rockets or something out of there, or flip them back. Looks like he's got some awesome thrusters going on right there, and I do dig that. That is a neat little gimmick. I believe the original gimmick was firing missiles with the older toy, but he doesn't have that. But you can simulate it. Or simulate it, sorry. Alright, let's get down to the transformation. Super duper easy. Lift this up. And it already kind of did it on its own. You want to split that part. From here, you just... pull the legs out. It can be a little tricky getting certain things lined up. Like that. Rotate them. And as you saw, these panels will just close up just like that. Take the feet, flip them down, flip out the heels. Flip out the heel. Then from here, we're going to raise the camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Alright. From here, what we want to do is we want to take the arms, bring them out and up like that, out and up. Then we will take this whole assembly here and just bring it back. And you'll see by doing that, you'll bring the head up. And it looked like it clicked in place on its own, which is a good thing. You can rotate the wings, orientate them properly. Then, underneath this bit here, let's turn on the light, see if you can see. Alright, there is a little notch hole right there, meant for that little tab right there. If you get everything lined up correctly, it should tab into place. Make sure everything rests against the back. Then you come down here, you take the panel under the arm, flip it open, flip out the hand, close the arm back up, repeat the process on the other side. And I think we are... Oh, no, you want to take these bits here and fold them to the side to make it flush against the body. And now, I believe we are done. Here we have Armada Starscream in his robot mode. And I gotta say, design-wise, it is certainly one of the better Starscreams. Like, it's basically an upgraded version of the G1 Starscream. I'm gonna turn that light off. Essentially, the Armada design to me is just upgraded G1 Starscream. And yeah, big improvement. I do absolutely love how this guy looks. Let's bring him in here so we can take a closer look. G1 inspired head design. I do love that Armada kept that. Got classic wings. Nose cone forming most of the body. Bring it around, as you can see. It's a pretty clean looking robot. I mean, there's these bits here on his back, but they serve a purpose. And I believe it was accurate to the show. I never saw it, but I do believe it is accurate to it. So, articulation. Head is on a ball joint. So you can go all the way around. You can look up all the ways. You can do some full-on flight poses with this guy if you want to. You can look down roughly that far. Shoulders can do a full rotation. Let me get the camera to focus a little bit. There we go. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows with almost a full bend. Nothing at the wrist, unfortunately. Wasted opportunity there. Waist swivel. Surprisingly, despite the nose cone getting in the way. Personally, I would have swapped that out in favor of wrist articulation, but, you know, whatever works. Legs, you can kick up that high and kick back not that far before stuff on the back starts getting in the way. You can do the full splits, but he's basically bouncing on his dick tip there. Alright, he has a little over 90-degree bend at the knee. And the foot can tilt and move down. I noticed we skipped taking a closer look at the robot mode details. I mean, it's not a whole lot different stuff you're seeing than you did in robot or in vehicle mode. Just that new head sculpt and the arms. But I'll do a slow rotation anyway, just so you can get a good look at everything. I dig the leg design, and I love the gap filling they did there for the legs. I imagine that's where the budget for wrist articulation went. Because filling gaps ain't cheap. And like in the jet mode, if you want to, you can totally bring the shoulder cannons up. It's a little different for robot mode. I'm going to turn the light back on so you can see what I'm doing. Now, inside here, I don't know if you can see it yet, right there where my finger's at, there's a little tab. They're on both sides. When you bring these cannons up, you're also bringing this back piece up as well, and there are two little holes on either side that'll plug into the tabs there on his back. Just like that, to lock it into place. Now Starscream's got his shoulder cannons, and just flip them forward, and bam! I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Armada was where the Cyber Planet keys were, and these big cannons were the power-up weapon thing that Starscream got when he used the Cyber Planet keys. And again, if you want to, you can totally put some effect parts in there. Make it look like he's shooting out of them, which is really cool. Or if you put it back on his back, looks like he's got a jetpack. I really dig that. I do like that little gimmick there. And of course, if you want him to, you can totally give him his weapons. You give him this Star Saber. I believe it is a Star Saber. Give him his wing sword, which doesn't attach to his wing, unfortunately. And there you go. You can dual wield some swords. Starscream with swords. Something about that just seems off. Again, these swords aren't the best. I'll probably end up slapping some different weapons on them for my personal display preferences. Alright. Now, for comparison, just let me adjust things here. There we go. Okay, for comparison, here he is next to Optimus. As you can see, Optimus is a bit taller than him. As he always should be. Optimus should be a little bit bigger than Starscream. There we go. And here he is next to Earthrise Starscream. If I can get him to stand up right. Oh, one bit of the articulation I forgot to mention. Thighs are on a swivel. Anyway, Earthrise Starscream. As you can see, they're pretty much the same height. I mean, Armada Starscream might have, like, a fraction of an inch more. Alright, I think that pretty much covers it. Now, stand up. There we go. Oh, one more bit of articulation. I forgot to mention the wings. They do rotate. They can move forward, back. So you can pretty much angle them however you feel like you need to. I've heard mostly mixed things about this figure, but so far I haven't had any issues with mine, and I think he looks cool. Now, let's go ahead and wrap this up. As he stands, he is approximately let's say 6.5 inches, and at the time of release, he's going for a little over $30 retail. I got mine at Walmart.com, so he might be popping in at Walmart's by now. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm sure you can find them for that price, and I do recommend picking him up for it. If you can find him for between $30, $40, $45 at the most, I'd say he's worth the price. He is a very, very good figure, and just a very unique take on Starscream. Like, I do love design-wise. Again, I don't know much about the Unicron trilogy shows, but design-wise, they definitely did well with Starscream. At least, like, I can give them that much. They did well with Starscream's design. Plenty of new, but still maintaining a decent amount of old. Alright, so I think this pretty much wraps things up. Now, if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.